Howdy boys, it's NPC, and today we're going to be ranking all of the cars that have released, or I guess I should say all of the vehicles that have released on day one of the Mercenaries DLC. We have 7 vehicles in total, including cars and planes. Let's dive right in. Starting us off at number 7, in last place is the Vapid Rattel. I think the amount that you're paying for this, which is close to $1.9 million, for what you get is just not a good bang for your buck. It's got mediocre speed, it's got mediocre handling, it's got mediocre acceleration, it's got mediocre customization. The only cool thing about it is the way it looks. And even then, for me, it doesn't do it. I would take the trophy truck over this, which is, you know, even if it's not as good performance-wise, it's 4 times as cheap. So yeah, I can't really justify telling anyone to buy the Vapid Rattel. It really puts the L in Rattel because it's just not that great of a vehicle. If you like the style, definitely go buy it. It's just not for me, and I would not advise anyone buy this thing if you want to get good value for your money. Up next, we have the Declassy Walton L35. I'm very sad to put this so low on the list. I really like this vehicle, but I think that compared to some of the other vehicles that came out with this update, it is lacking a little bit. It does exceed in one area, which is the customization. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Like, this is probably, I don't know, I have a purple two-tone going on. I just think I had such a fun time customizing this, and it looks absolutely amazing. The truck bed options kind of carry the customization, but I just still think it's a beautiful looking vehicle. The handling is not horrible. It might even be slightly above average for the off-road category. The biggest thing is that the back end does get a little happy sometimes and can slide around. So compared to some of the other vehicles, it's just not like outstanding performance-wise, and that's why it makes the list here. Up next, we have the Vapid Click Wagon, which I'm very impressed with. I'm so shocked at how good of a performance that this vehicle gives, considering it's just supposed to be like some old, look at it, like it's just old. I guess it is just like the Vapid Click, which is a very good muscle car. I just kind of like wasn't expecting it. It has a really good launch. It's got a really good wheelie. As you can see, the wheelie is, I don't know, it's just really impressive. Feels really good to drive as well. It does feel a little bit heavy, but it has good traction, definitely not muscle car handling, and keeps its speed up in the corners. That's really important for sure. I don't know if it'll be on the pace of the Buffalo STX. Not saying that in like a doubting way, but like I actually just don't know. My guess is that the Buffalo STX probably has a higher top speed. This thing isn't very fast in a straight line, but overall does feel very good to drive. And I personally like the Walton a little more than this car, but I think objectively this is a better vehicle, at least in terms of getting good bang for your buck. Introducing us into our top 3 is going to be the highly anticipated Raiju. I know it's crazy that this thing is 3rd considering how highly anticipated it was, because it's a brand new fighter jet, and we haven't had another one with the VTOL hover mode since the Hydra. Definitely not a bad pickup. I just think it's 3rd because for what I'm expecting from all of these different vehicles, it's, you know, it meets those expectations. Its cannon is pretty good. It's not as good as the Hydras, which I am slightly disappointed about. In addition, I feel like the flying for some reason feels a little, it just feels awkward. It's so, it kind of like flickers back and forth. It gets very shaky in the air. It feels a little inconsistent. The cannon is still a one-shot. It fires slower though, so it kind of makes things a little harder to hit. Like if that was the Hydra, pretty much everything would be exploded. This thing, however, does have the stealth mode, and then that will take me off of the map and I will not show up on other people's radars, which is really nice because the Hydra does not have that function. The biggest reason why I have it at 3rd is just because of how strange the flying feels. But overall, it's a very nice pickup, and I'm glad it's part of this DLC. Number 2 on our list is the Maibatsu Monstrosity. I'm just so shocked by how good this car's performance is. It's like a rocket. It's got that feel that the Ocelot Virtue has, where it just starts like, it's just like propelling itself forward no matter what. Like it's just sliding across the ground. It goes so fast for no reason. It's an off-road vehicle. I don't know. I'm just so like pleased with this car. It defied all expectations. Look at us, we're flying right now. It's just a little 4x4. Like I don't get it. I'm really happy with it though. It's got great acceleration. If you need to see it one more time, here we go. Of course we're going uphill, so it's going to be a little slower, but like it just picks up speed like so fast, and it goes so fast, and feels really good to drive. It's got a very like loose grip, and it does slide, kind of feels like the Karen Boar, but is like completely controllable and fixable. It's just a pleasure to drive this thing. I'm gonna have so much fun with this car. Plus, it's one of the cheaper vehicles too, sitting at under $1.5 million. The only one being cheaper is the Vapid Click Wagon. It's also got a little bit of Amani tech. Oops. No weapons or anything, just like the missile lock-on jammer or the remote control. But better than nothing. And of course, our number 1 spot is going to be going to the Grotti Italia GTO Stinger TT. Oh my god, that is a mouthful. It's a great looking car. This one is completely equipped with Amani tech. As you can see, there's a slick mine. No weapons attached to the vehicle. It's also quite fast. It feels a little bit heavy to drive. It does feel good, and looks great. It's Amani tech. It also has an HSW upgrade. I'm on PC, so I can't give you guys too many details about that. We don't have HSW here, unfortunately. But I would say you're getting incredibly good value for this car, and oh my god, it's fast. And it looks great too. There's just so much value that you're getting from this car that there's no way it would be anything but number 1. Kind of looks like the Batmobile from this angle, but that, my friends, concludes our ranking of all of the vehicles. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video, comment down below, and let me know what you thought about this list and how you guys would rank these vehicles. Sub to the channel if you guys are new. There will be more videos like this coming out in the very near future, and that's about it. So take care, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace!